Welcome, everybody, to Quabbin Days. We're talking to Ed Camo, who has been an organizer of this event, and he's going to tell us what it's all about.
Sure. Well, today's the official launch of Quabbin Days. We're holding it here at the beautiful Quabbin Reservoir. And the idea is it's a 4-day festival celebrating the Quabbin region, the 12 towns that make up the Quabbin region. What events they have going on this weekend. There are fairs, there are ghost walks, there are plays. There's just so much going on in the Quabbin region that we really wanted to highlight that and let everybody know about it.
Is someone going to be able to tell us about individual events, or is it just, I know that the announcement that we read about Quabbin Days was all the towns were welcome to participate, but it was nothing formal.
Right. It's up to each town as to what they want to do. We as Quabbin Days, which is being done by the Friends of the Quabbin, we're not putting on events per se as much as serving as the catalyst and coordinating them. If you go to quabbindays.org, again that's www.quabbindays.org, you'll find a calendar of events of everything that's happening in the 12 towns in the region.
Well, there you go. So you can have that information if you go online and find it. Thank you so much, and you're a very good organizer.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're talking to Jennifer Whitehead and Cindy Harbison. Cindy is the director of our library. Jen is the director of youth services at the library.
Yeah, head of youth services.
Head of youth services at the library. Everybody knows both of you. I understand the library for Quabbin Days is doing at least one event, and that is tonight's play.
That's tonight. There's a one-man play called The Flood, a bonus year's story, and it's performed by Jason Mellon, who has family ties in the area.
Okay.
And it starts at 7 o'clock, and he shows the journey of his family that had to leave the area for the Quabbin Reservoir, and connects it with his own struggles with...
we have critters, sorry.
He
likes you, Cindy.
With bipolar disorder and sort of the interconnectedness. So it's good. It's an interesting piece.
Topic, and it's going to happen tonight. So we're telling you about it, and you'll be seeing this after the fact. But in theory, you'll all be there. We hope so. In any event, anything else for Quabbin Days?
No, but I do want to point out the story walk they have over there, Letting Swift River Go.
And
right
that
here
is,
at the
I want to say Jane Yolen?
Yes, Jane Yolen.
Who is a local author but
Yes.
widely known. And
Yes.
she created the story, and it is about Quabbin Days?
Well, it is about how, written for children to understand how the Quabbin came to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a complicated
Recognizes the
history,
town.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Belchertown is doing Quabbin Days. We hope everybody else is. And remember, it's www.quabbindays.com, and you can find out the order of events in the org.org. I'm sorry, www.quabbindays.org. I'm so sorry. And then you can see a list of events. So, I know people with clout. I just want all of you to know. All of these people are important people. This is Aaron Saunders, our representative.
Good morning. From
Belchertown.
Belchertown, the 7th Hamden District, which includes this beautiful vista here.
And doesn't it include some of
It does. Pelham, Shutesbury, Wendell, New Salem, and Petersham.
I knew.
So this is the marquee project, right? And if you look at the great work that Ed's done, it is, as Joe said, all over the Quabbin. So New Salem, Hardwick, I believe, is having a event. It really takes a whole the Quabbin approach, which is great because all of the communities that surround this body of water have a deep and rich history with not only its complicated history, but with its present and its future.
And you know what? And there is a group called Friends of Quabbin, which people could join, and then you might get to know people from the other towns around the Quabbin.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful group. They do a tremendous amount of work around public access for the Quabbin Park Cemetery, which if you have never visited the Quabbin Park Cemetery, it's an incredible place where hundreds and hundreds of graves were exhumed in the 4 towns that were drowned and reinterred in this very special place just on the other side of Route 9.
It's very nice. I think it's Memorial Day that they have a very lovely event.
They do a tremendous event every Memorial Day, and historical committees from all over the Quabbin region come to participate to not only pay homage to the war dead from their own communities, whether it's Belchertown or Shutesbury, Pelham, but the war dead from the Quabbin towns, from Prescott and Greenwich and Greenwich. I'm sorry, I'm going to get pilloried
Aaron,
for that for Greenwich.
You are going to be in so much trouble. Maybe Luke can edit that out. Greenwich.
Greenwich,
Prescott and Greenwich and Dana?
Dana, yep.
Okay, and is there one more?
Enfield.
Enfield. There you go.
And that's where we are. And we're looking at what used to be Enfield.
That's interesting. That's a piece of information we did not have. So the Memorial Day event at the Quabbin Cemetery is lovely. If you haven't been, we recommend that you go. All right, we're going to see if we can't catch one or two.
We're good. Well, I'm happy to be here for. Oh, sorry,
No,
you're
that's fine.
interviewing me.
This
I'm
is-
just going right at it.
Senator Jake Olivera. Well, you do that so well. So he's going to talk about Quabbin Days. Go.
I'm so excited to celebrate the inaugural day of Quabbin Days today on Friday, and we have a beautiful morning, and it's definitely the crisp New England air is here with our first frost that we had.
No kidding. Wow.
But we've also, Quabbin means a lot to me because my mom, who's here today, her dad actually helped build the Quabbin in the 1930s.
Wow.
And so even though 4 towns were displaced that still remain all in our hearts, it's important to point out that there was a lot of engineering work that came in to make sure that this was a possibility. And here's my mom right now, too.
I'm making Carol come over because we see Carol at a lot of the events that Jake's attend, but now she's here because her dad helped build the Quabbin.
Absolutely.
Talk about that.
Gosh, I was little where he used to take us here to Quabbin all the time, just to roll around down the
Down
where
the
the
hills and
tower.
What was his job?
His job at the time when he was probably just in his early 20s, I think, was, I believe, removing trees.
Well, there would have been a whole lot of that to
Yeah.
do, wouldn't there?
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, there you go. So we
you.
know somebody who helped build the Quabbin. Well, we know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who helped build the Quabbin.
Absolutely.
That's very
Exactly.
cool. That's
Yeah.
very cool. See, look at that. You have ties everywhere.
We try to.
The tapestry is wonderful. All the threads together.
Well, thanks, Peg and Lou. And I'm excited. The weather for today and tomorrow looks absolutely amazing.
Perfect.
And people should take advantage of the natural beauty of the Quabbin. We want to make sure that access to the Quabbin is never restricted.
You should always take advantage of the beauty of the Quabbin. It doesn't have to be just for Quabbin Days.
No.
And we live so proximate to it that and a lot of people in town take advantage of the trails. And maybe we'll come and do a trail walk one day for you and show you some of that.
Let me join you on that. I would love to come.
We will let you know.
Right.
So everybody keep their eye out for that, okay? My name is Ed Camo. I am from the Friends of the Quabbin. I'm on the executive board there. And I'm also the coordinator for Quabbin Days, which is what we're talking about here today. Quabbin Days is a 4-day region-wide celebration of the beauty and the history of the Quabbin and the 12 towns that surround it. Throughout this long weekend, we're encouraging communities all around the Quabbin to do activities, and they're hosting hikes, historical tours, family events, all to help people experience the beauty of this region and to learn its stories and to learn firsthand what makes it so special to us. The idea is to highlight the Quabbin region as more than just a water supply, which obviously is very important, but it's also a place of extraordinary beauty and deep cultural history. Our goal is to help people, both within the watershed and beyond, understand the beauty and the importance of the Quabbin and to appreciate what was sacrificed to make it. 87 years ago, 4 towns, Dana, Prescott, Greenwich, and Enfield, were flooded to make way for the reservoir. Thousands of residents lost their homes, businesses, and farms, but their legacy endures in the spirit of the region. Quabbin Days honors that past while celebrating the communities that carry the legacy forward. In putting together this project, I've been often asked, why? Why did I do it? Well, as a photographer, I spend countless hours in the Quabbin, often at sunrise and sunset, getting photographs and just appreciating the sheer beauty of where we live. This all reminds me how incredibly lucky we are to live so close to a place that is so beautiful, and that's what really inspired Quabbin Days. I wanted a way for people to find out whether they are lifelong residents or first-time visitors to see what I see through the lens, the sheer beauty that surrounds us just absolutely every day. I mean, and just looking behind me, I think you can see how beautiful this area is. I also saw this as an economic development opportunity for the 12 towns in the Quabbin region to help promote the area and encourage tourism on what is traditionally, and I think unquestionably this weekend, one of the most beautiful times of the year for foliage. This year is just absolutely no exception. I think we're very close to peak as I was driving up to New Salem yesterday. My hope is that Quabbin Days becomes an annual tradition and grows year after year as more people, more towns, more businesses, and more communities get involved. And we want to promote our local communities and invite others to discover this remarkable region. I want to express my sincere thanks to the Department of Conservation and Recreation whose support has been invaluable in making this event possible, and to the Friends of the Quabbin for sponsoring this program. Also, this project was made possible through a generous support with a grant from the Mass Cultural Council, which a number of our representatives here and senators supported and made that a reality as well. I also appreciate the support from a number of towns that passed resolutions just this past week supporting Quabbin Days. I would also like to thank all the region's legislators that are here today to help us kick off this celebration.
This is my friend and the chair of your select board, Lisa Lessard Pearson, who's attending today's Quabbin Days event. Tell me about this.
Oh my gosh, this is a wonderful event. And what I love about it is not only is this place beautiful, and it's wildly spectacular, but the history behind this and how this came to be is something that we need to remember.
Yes.
Always. There were 4 towns that gave up everything so that we could have this water and that we could continue to thrive, not just here, but in Boston and Worcester and elsewhere.
Everywhere between here and Boston,
yeah,
right? Or almost everywhere.
Yeah, almost everywhere. And so it's a pleasure to be here, and especially a pleasure to be here with you.
Oh, she's a bud. What can I say? We're talking to you.
Oh, okay.
All the important people.
All right, so this is Nicole Miner, also a member of our select board and attending today's Quabbin Days event. So what's your take on it?
Well, actually, I have a special story about Quabbin.
Oh, cool.
So my parents built the very last house on the end of Old Enfield Road. So I got to grow up in Quabbin.
Oh, wow.
Back in the days when you could swim in it and you could ice skate on it, and I spent all my time in the woods, and so Quabbin is really, really special to me. So I'm so happy to be here today.
So look at this. She's a friend of Quabbin no matter what.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I already put the sticker on my car. Everybody should put the sticker on their car.
Okay. We have been instructed.
The formal, yes.
Okay, we're talking. You all saw John yesterday, so he's a familiar face. This is John Ritter, another member of our select board and attending Quabbin Days event. And we are apparently having a Gab Fest with Charlie Roquet, who is our Belchertown Veterans. Veteran Services?
Yes,
Officer?
Department of Veteran Services.
Department of Veteran Services.
They just call
I'm
me the
sorry.
Veterans Agent.
I do mess up the title sometimes. We call her the Veterans Agent. So the two of you are here. Tell me why you're at Quabbin Days.
Well, they support a lot of the things that we do in Belchertown for veterans events, especially our select board and the House and Senate both.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to come down and support this event. Our schools are coming down here for a couple of, I don't know,
They're doing
little road
classes
trips and
or-
things.
Oh,
Yeah.
no
So,
kidding.
and my daughter's going to be part of that. So I wanted to just come out and support.
All right,
It
good job.
doesn't scream veteran to you, but there are a lot of veterans that are from this town
Yeah.
that their graves were moved.
Yes.
And so it's largely veteran centric here as well. So I thought it would be appropriate for me to come down and support it as well.
Well, there you go. So that's why Charlie's here. Why is John here?
So my grandfather actually was the last person born in Enfield, and before they flooded the community. So my grandfather is actually buried in the cemetery over in Quabbin. So it's a family history to be here.
You cannot throw a pebble in Belchertown and not hit somebody who has a Quabbin connection, apparently. So look at that. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, it's our pleasure to introduce Mr. J.R. Green, who is the chair of the Friends of the Quabbin. Can you talk a little bit about that association, how people get involved?
Well, that association started around the same time the Visitor Center started in the early 1980s, and it was mainly the product of Les Campbell, who worked here for many years in the Water Resources Department, and he was also a very major photographer. And so his wife was the first employee here at the Visitor Center, and now they have a staff of 4. But the Friends is a support group for that, and we supply monies for various things. We sell books, including my own, at the Visitor Center, and other products that relate to the Quabbin, both natural and historical. And our latest project is we're paying for the restoration of the Keystone Bridge, which is a natural stone bridge up in New Salem, Gate 30. And it's been closed now for several years because it's starting to deteriorate. And after a 3 years of effort, we have finally gotten a contractor and a supervisor and all that. So the work on that is, I believe, starting right around now or within a couple of days. So we have a support group for the visitor center. As the Friends representative on the Quabbin Watershed Advisory Council, I am also the chairman of that body.
My goodness, you are a busy man. All right, so if someone wished to become a friend of the Quabbin, what's the process?
You can pick up the applications at the visitor center over here, or you can go to our website.
Okay,
So that's
and the
where-
website would be just Friends of...
friendsofquabbin.org, something like that. But if
you
you
just
punch
put
in
in
Friends of
Friends of
Quabbin,
Quabbin, right.
because we've changed a couple other things recently. So
Well, thank you very much for your
You're welcome.
time and the explanation. We appreciate it.
okay.